Hi, I'm Bill Lindeman. I'm at the Believers Business Center at 1301 Cameron Street in the Edison neighborhood in Kalamazoo at the corner of Washington and Cameron. And I'm with Carrie Sluter. And today we're going to talk about how members of this community, or any community, can self-help, to learn to help solve their own problems and find their own destiny. And with that, I'll ask Carrie to expand a little on what she's doing here.
Well, our communities and our country is always in a self-help mode. It's in a state of disaster or recovery. We're always running like a fireman to help and rescue. We do grants, funding. There's so many programs that are designed to help people, and that's all fine. But the center is inviting business owners and other resources to come in and help us to create some solutions that we become more focused on resolving things and fire prevention, if you will. That fire prevention being more training and entrepreneurial training in our young groups, people who are out of work, inspiring them to create opportunities for themselves rather than waiting for the opportunities to come to them. And the center is designed to do that, and we're reaching out right now to the community and asking that other business owners will get involved with us, helping bring in their resources, their business services, their expertise, their skills to train, teach, and inspire our community and our public, the people in our community, to be better. We have counselors and coaches out in this community that are looking for people to counsel. And they can resource through the center to counsel and coach as others are working with them on their skills in other areas. For example, the 4 Steps Up program that we have right now, that it revolves every 40 days, and we invite students or participants to come in and they network to the resources they need. Some may need counseling, some may need skill training for Microsoft, Others may want to write a book. They need to be connected to the resources. So we're inviting the resources of our community to come in and help us to promote prevention and get more hands-on involved with the people to help them succeed and help them overcome the challenges, rather than just throwing in a few dollars, but getting involved in the actual repair and recovery of our community and the things that are going on in our community. So many people are struggling here in Edison, where we're located. It's the highest in number for lack of jobs, homes that are being condemned, and it's not just about fixing their home. It's more about going into that home and helping the families to recover and repairing the heart, to repair the inside from the inside out, and working with our community. There are programs out there that are fixing the outside, but together we can fix the inside while they're fixing the outside, and I think we would get a better result. So that's what our programs are designed to do, is create solutions for our community, for a true community recovery. I believe that this program will initiate a true community recovery without having to continually put funds into it, just by being a business owner who is utilizing the programs, paying for the things that we need, and we can use our skills, sharing our skills. We're building business for ourselves. It becomes a rotating program that's going to equal success for everyone.
One of the things that it needs to be done, it seems to me, is that when people come here, they're coming from dysfunctional families, a pretty high percentage, and they need a place, they need to get away from them. They really need to step away, because they're going to be drawn right back into the same old patterns.
Sure.
And this is a good place, a place to get away, to break away.
But to walk in networking, for people to come in and connect with other people, as you have alluded to, that there are groups out there that people are going to recovery programs. They are taking classes to try to better their skills, and they get encouraged, but then they go back to that same environment that caused the destruction to begin with, and they are defeated before they even go back to their home. They come out of jail. For example, someone comes out of jail and they have to go back to that same environment where 6 months of recovery and being away from the drugs or the alcohol or whatever their situation is, and then being forced to go back into it. Those are the only friends they have. For the business community to be involved to where they can become our friends, we can be their mentors. They need mentors in the business world to help them to see that they can be better and to give them that escape from that environment, or giving them a better chance of survival and a long-term success, if you will.
Yeah. Well, I want to expand on that a little, and Jesus mentioned that he wanted his followers to leave your families and follow me,
Exactly.
And this is something that we can apply today, that it really needs to be done. I mean, the pull of their friends and the people they were raised with and their family members can drag them down repeatedly. And we really need to build a structure, a home, a new home. And sometimes they'll be told, well, you're abandoning your family and you're giving up on us and you're snitching and so on. But they need to be told that, hey, why don't you step up your game? You're the one that's having problems. If you want to improve your life, join me. And I think this is important because people making a leap like that really need self-confidence.
Yes, and they need the support of other people who are there to keep them focused and to help them along. And several of us have been there and done that. I know one of the things that I see as being a great difference within the center is giving them that home in the business world, where there's not enough places out there. They can go to a recovery meeting, but where do they go after that meeting to really do a hands-on project that will help them to overcome the other things? Sometimes it's not just the recovery itself when you get healed, but that if you're still left in that same stress position that got you there in the first place, and there's no place for you to go, you can't just go knock on someone's door or your coach's door and say, listen, I don't know what to do today. I need to get my hands busy. And, as the Bible says, if you put your hands to something, God's going to bless it. God says, if you find the desires of your heart, I will give you the desires of your heart. And I will bless what you put your hands to. And most of them cannot even comprehend achieving the things that they could vision because of the challenges that are set before them. Through a program that has all the pieces that can connect them to the resources to overstep those challenges, whatever they are, they can be more successful, and that may help them with their vision and being able to believe in themselves once they put their hands to that project in a place that gives them the opportunity to choose a corner to work in where there's still business people around. They're not left alone. Setting in a library is great. We have programs. Again, we have programs in the community that offer those assistance programs, but they don't have that resource to go and talk to the person that's been there and done that. To hook up with someone else who is going through some struggles and trying to overcome it, not just the recovery process, but the repair process. And we offer that more of a repair process, a place where they can repair the damage that's been done and overstep those. At the same time, they're getting the counseling, the coaching, the classes, whatever they are, including the colleges. We have people who are taking college courses, and some of our programs that are designed to help are paying them to go to take a class, but then they come out into a world that where do they go to get that job or to overcome other hurdles. And we offer that here as a resource, but we don't offer that ourselves. We offer that through inviting the community to bring in those resources, to help us connect them, coach them and counsel them, giving them a place to find them, the resources they need to overcome the other obstacles that are holding people back.
So you see your mission as an enabler, bringing together people who have the skills with the people who need the skills.
Yes, yes, and we really need the skills to come in, the services, the products. I can help someone become an author, and inspire them to write a book, but while I'm working with other people and so many people, I can't do hands-on editing. I can't do their printing. I need the resources to connect with us to help us to step them quickly to the things they need, so that they don't get the fear in there, so they don't have time to fear what they're doing. Sometimes we are held back from trying to succeed at something or to take on something new out of just fear of being able to accomplish it. And we can, through a networking center that shows them that here's the person that you need to do this, this, and this. It takes the fear out. Wow, okay, I can see you, I can relate to you, I can speak to you, and everyone can go home at the end of the day and go back to their world, but we're building a place where we can help each other. Through networking, collaboration is a large part of what our community is really trying to do right now, is collaborate with one another. And where do you find those people to collaborate with unless you're reaching out on Facebook and the different places? Our community that is struggling and really struggling to survive or overcome and achieve their goals or overcome challenges, they don't understand those resources unless they're taught. How do they tap into those resources or meet the people they need to meet? So we have a resource center here that can offer that. At the same time, people can share their skills to give them a hands-on help or arm-in-arm journey to success.
Well, when you have a collaboration like that, both sides gain. For instance, people who have the skills, they have the education, they have the successful business, they have a lot to offer the people who don't. So they're giving. And from the other side, someone who's coming in with no skills, no self-esteem, they need to be taught that, if you can do it, you can inspire your friends to do the same thing. Because if you think it's too hard, then you're going to discourage everybody around you. But if you take the challenge and you do change your life, you can tell your friends, hey, I did it, so can you.
Right.
I think that's important. So both sides gain.
Right. Well, as they see some members of their family succeeding, as they will follow. They will want more. They will see that if they can do it, so can I. And I think we will make a big step forward in really recovering the lives of the families and the people that are struggling in our community.
Yes, but it does take that step. Individuals have to make a commitment. And this is something that I see that you have the framework to achieve that. You're building that framework.
The framework took a long time to set up the resources, the programs that are designed to actually connect every resource and to offer to our community everything they need. There's not any person that can come in here with their skills or their needs that can't find a piece that will be within this program. That's why it took so long to prepare it. Because it is unique. We have incubators downtown, we have incubator programs, we have networking programs, we have other resources, but there's no interlink and connection with a program that accelerates that really puts a accelerator to what we're already doing. I think that's the missing piece is, we've been doing networking, internet marketing, we've been doing those things for a lot of years, but we haven't given them a facelift. A lot of resources are going out on the internet. We purchase a lot online now. And every time we purchase something online, if it came from Chicago or it came from another country, we're sending our cash dollars out of our community and purchasing. And if you're going to purchase a little trinket or a book, or you're going to purchase something, why not purchase it from someone in your neighborhood or in your own backyard in your community who is struggling, trying to succeed and achieve something? And if you own a carpet cleaning company and you've purchased that person's books, they can afford your carpet cleaning for their homes. They can afford to buy the home, which is the mortgage company you're working for. We're supposed to build our own community, and this world has become a lot about internet and the marketing going outside, and those outside resources are fine, but when your community and your in your own backyard or outside of your door is struggling, it's time to get serious and start looking at what we're doing and saying, what can we do better? What can we do to resolve some of these issues? It's not just a plan of donating more money or tithing more money, but getting God's people together along with the other people of our community, just driving our resources and doing something about it. Getting tougher. When the going gets tough, the tough get tougher. They don't back into a corner and just be passive. We should be soldiers to do something about it. I see so many people struggling out of work. It breaks my heart. I have a homeless person. We have so many testimonials here already. It's a wonderful thing. One in particular, a homeless lady who was living at the shelter that came in a while back for donating. She had to volunteer, and she's working on tokens, and so the community is doing what they can. They're giving them tokens, but they have to leave the shelter during the day. And what there's not out there that we cover is a resource where they can come and volunteer, do their volunteer work here. But as she was here, she was noticing the author's books, and she got so excited. Oh, I've always wanted to write a book. And she's she's living at the mission. She has no place to go. Well, she ended up coming down here and volunteering quite a bit. She was reading some authors' books, very excited, and wants to write her own book. We have programs and resources here that can help her to write that book, to help her be more successful. Not just giving her money to put her into a home, but to help her to build something within herself, her own heart's desire. And she did not believe that anything would ever allow her to do that. She has criminal history now, that she's coming out of jail. Nobody is going to hire her. It's going to be very hard for her to find a job. She's been in jail for 25 years. Who is going to put her to work? But they push them out the door. And I shouldn't say pushing, but they have to go out that door during the day. That's their rule. And that's fine, but where do they go where they're going to find hope? Most places that they would go and volunteer are not going to give them a place to hope, dare to dream, or to overcome and succeed that, to work themselves through a program that will help them to recover, a true community recovery. If she wants to go into Microsoft trainings or picking a direction that she wants to go, there may not still be the job that's going to hire her out there. So with the resources coming together, there are resources that can help her overachieve. Each piece of that can go in any direction she wants. But those programs that can help her do that are out in this community. Our goal is to bring those resources together, bring the business people in with their skills, their knowledge, their connections, their resources, even if it's just introducing someone to us that can connect us to the next piece for these people.
You just mentioned a brilliant example of somebody who can inspire others. How many years did you say she was in prison? 25
years.
Okay, now, if she can turn her life around, she can inspire others.
Exactly.
So she has a lot of power. And if she's shown that, the power that she has to inspire others, that could make it even easier for her. That's a wonderful story.
Well, and another part of that example is we may have people who come in who have a story to tell that really don't have the skills to write or the desire, but we can connect them with a person who wants to write a book and have the person, have them work hand in hand to tell that story. And with the resources we have as well here, because we're putting in a cafe, promotions cafe, and a store where she can promote her book. We're helping on every piece, every end of that dream to dare to help those people succeed. No matter who they are, whether they want to be the writer they can be or will be, we can resource that and network that to those who do the illustrating, or she can learn how to do the illustrating. It's an open market for them to pick what they desire, find their skills, tap into them, and learn what they want to do, and have someone else do the pieces they can't or won't or don't desire to do. That's what the whole program is designed to do on every angle. Not just for an author, but for the business owner, a person who wants to start a business. If they can come up with an idea, there's the resources to make it happen within our community, no matter what desire they have. If it's a promotable product, service they can come up with, we can help them. We have the resources in this community to put that person to work. And it's basically doing what we do for a living to make it happen. That's incredible. I don't know of any other programs out there that do that drive that initiative.
Well, I see you have a bookshelf. You have a bookshelf behind us, and these are some of the books that you have for sale. Some of your authors have written these. And there's a table here that is off-camera view of many, many business cards and of people who have local businesses. And this is good to have a place like that locally.
Yes, where can you go to purchase a self-published author's book in our community? Or connect with the author or the artist that can do a special piece for you for a gift or for yourself. And to help support those people, they need to make a living as well. And if what we're doing, what we're going to do anyway offers that to them, then we can offer that and help each other.
And what are some of the other, you said you had a cafe that you're building?
Yes, we will have a promotions cafe, which will have a kitchen for those entrepreneurs who, for example, there's many entrepreneurs out there that sell Pampered Chef products.
Okay.
To give you an example of how that would help them to be more successful is that some business women or some women do not want to invite them into their home for whatever their reason. They don't want to have a person come into their home to use their home as a place to promote them. But they want to help them. They want to have the party. But maybe it's the husband and the kids that are going, oh, we have to leave the house for 2 hours. Well, with having a kitchen with a cafe setting, it would be designed with the entrepreneur in mind that promotes kitchen products, kitchen services, cooking shows, anything to do with that. They would be able to utilize the cafe and utilize it for that setting. And it helps the person that is promoting it. It helps the person that would like to have the show but doesn't want to have it at their home. So, and we also have the store, which we will have a store for authors and artists, people who have craft products. Within the facility, we want to have everything that a person needs to connect them to success, so that when they go back out into the world, they will have a start in here to go out there and do more. Excuse me.
Yeah, you mentioned stores, and that brought to mind things like, I don't believe this neighborhood has a pharmacy. I don't believe this neighborhood has anything we call a supermarket. You know, I don't think this neighborhood has a cleaning facility, a laundromat.
Actually, the resources of this neighborhood, on every corner is a liquor store. And they wonder why there's problems. And there's no other businesses coming down here. Through the center, they can come in without having to set up house or to purchase a building of their own. They can network and bring their services, products, and business promotional products into this community without having to become a part of it, to help the community to grow and overcome the challenges. Then we start opening businesses back up down here. It's a project that can repair from the inside out for everyone. It's a benefit to the business owner or the lawyer who's on the outside to be able to step in, come in and help, and then go back to their position. If they want to come in, that's fine, but they don't have to. And they can still participate in the recovery of this community. If we can recover Edison neighborhood, we can recover any community in this United States. But we need to prove it. We need to come together and get serious about doing something about it, a better plan that will help us to recover.
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, you know, it takes one community to repair itself, and it can apply it to any community.
That we
Similar.
see the disasters. Hundreds of thousands of people get together. They can do so much more
Mhm.
than one can do. No one business can help this place, but all of us together can.
Mhm. Well, that's great. Before the show today, you told me something that's very interesting. You were quite an athlete as a youth. You were a gymnast, is that right?
I've always been real active, real
Uh-huh.
energetic. It shows now. It's a good thing I
Well,
had that.
that shows that, it works also to keep you motivated. You were always active, and that helped you in starting your business too when you were younger. You were physically active and was a go-getter.
I've been a go-getter since I was very young. I just always wanted more and knew that I could do that. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. A lot of people out there aren't, but I'm a good leader.
Yeah.
I invite people to come down and step in. It's a boat you won't want to miss, the Entrepreneur's Ark.
That's a good line.
Yeah.
I like
It's a
that.
boat you
Yeah.
can't afford to miss.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
really isn't.
Yeah, well, people need to take steps to change their lives. They need to get more physically active. They need to have more self-confidence, and they need to get away from their bad friends. And one of the things I wanted to mention is people think, well, I'm abandoning my friends, but what they don't realize is when they make that change, when they make that step up, their new friends are going to be better.
This gives
And
me
they're
a
better
place.
than any of the old friends that they left.
Yes.
Their old friends are going to look pretty sad next to their new ones who are more motivated and have more capacity to love and to care and to help each other.
Well, hopefully they will
It takes
bring
courage.
their new friends or their other friends with them.
Yeah, well, it
Yeah.
takes a step, it takes courage,
Yes, it does.
And you can't bring a bunch of people here that are not motivated. You're going to wind up with a lot of problems.
Mhm.
It takes a step at a time and an individual at a time.
Yes.
So
We have-
this is an ongoing organization, and it's, you're building it day by day.
Mhm.
And I'd like to know, again, what are the main things you're looking for? What kind of resources? You're looking for people who have skills to come in and mentor
Yes.
people who
Through
need
the
help.
classes,
Yeah.
yes. We need people who can come in and teach people how to run their finances, financial organizations, insurance. Any service that you can offer, we could use your resources, we can utilize your business skills and your
Mhm.
products and services
Mhm.
to help these people succeed. We're not limited to anyone. We need the community to come in and bring their resources to help us to raise up a new community.
Yeah. Well, that's the art. That's a wonderful vision.
Do that.
Okay, well, it's a pleasure talking to you again this week. And do you mind talking about a couple of things that you're still working on? That you have a lot of space here that still needs.
We do have space here, but what we're looking for right now is to have people doing events, joining our events and seminars. On the 26th of January, Saturday the 26th, we have an all-day event that we're inviting people to come down and see what we're all about. It's a Connect to Success Day, and we have several of our business members, partners, that will be sharing their skills, products, services, and just a day to connect to success. So we're really inviting people to join us, to still get in if you can, to participate.
Well, thank you very much, Carrie. And we're coming from the Believers Business Center at 1301 Cameron Street in the Edison neighborhood in Kalamazoo at the corner of Cameron and Washington.